Good morning. Well, it's morning here. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me. It's Jen here. I have to remember to speak up. Um, let's do a little deck tarot this morning. This is a timeless reading for whoever finds it. We'll just see what comes up. While I shuffle here, I just had something happen recently that I'm sharing because I felt like this could help someone. So my thyroid gland doesn't work. I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Whoops, here we go, which is an autoimmune disease. Since I was 17, I'm 51. 51 and a half, because my birthday is on the solstice, and my friend on the summer solstice said happy 51 and a half years. So, or your half birthday, like we're little kids going, I'm 3.5. But anyhow, I've been feeling tired, so I went and got, back up, Jen. So I texted several of my friends because I was like, I've been taking this vitamin for I think I've bought like four of them for a good 4 months faithfully. And I won't tell you what it is because when you hear the rest of the story, but but my nails and even my skin, I was like, man, I look better. That's. So I told some of my girlfriends. Um, anyway, then I went to get my TSH drawn. And then I just told them like Thursday night, and Friday I got my blood work done, and it came back. It had been creeping in the direction of getting out of whack, and I had been feeling tired, and all of a sudden it was lower, and for some reason this, and I just questioned it because I was like, I really feel tired. Like I've been dealing with this forever. I feel like that can't be right, but it is what it is, right? And then there's this little asterisk, and it says results may be abnormally low if you consume biotin. And I've seen that that's every time I look at my result that's there. So I went ding 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 ding, and I went and because I had looked at the back of that vitamin, and I was like, God, some of the daily recommended values are a little insane, but whatevs. I live in the Northeast. It's we don't have a lot of daylight during the winter. A lot of people are low in like vitamin D, so it's um, whatever. So I went and looked at it again just because for some reason it popped into my head. The the daily recommended value of biotin in that vitamin was 2,000%. So I had been taking, and I don't know if it's the biotin, it works for your nails, but I don't know if so for the last 4 months, I have been faithfully taking 2,000% the daily recommended value of biotin. Anyway, so I reached out to my healthcare provider and said, explain the situation. I'm waiting to hear back from her. But so there's something about that. There may be something that is affecting you um, that you're just not thinking of. And I just felt like that was for someone out there. Let's get into the reading. Justice, the major arcana for Libra. And I have, as always, dirt or something in my nails because I was just playing with my potted plants here. Balance. So I don't read reversals in the sense that um, I keep them upside down or right side up, but I read reversals when things come to me. And what I was just saying is there may be something that's out of balance. There may be something that has you off kilter. And I'm getting the sense that it's something that is so sort of seemingly benign and everyday that you just don't see it. You know how you can, well, I'm kind of a messy person. So like I can become there's that commercial where you become nose blind to smells. I become nose blind. I become sight blind. I become blind to clutter and stuff in my house. So it's like there's something right there you're just not seeing that may be throwing you off balance. It could be a behavior in someone. Have you ever sort of had this realization and been like, oh my God, this person is fill in the blank? They're a liar or um, not a hard worker, or I mean, I can't, whatever came to mind. I kind of hate to give examples because it could be it could be anything, but it's like having this, and I guess, it could go in a positive way as well, or having this realization is bringing things into balance. Okay. This could also be someone with strong Libra tendencies or Libra in their chart. And it could be at the time of Libra. And I don't have my little wheelie thing out here, but that's usually like September 21st or somewhere around there, to around that same time in October are the Librans. I like too how it's a little bit that reflection is the dark, the shadow side. So this could be seeing something in yourself like, wow, I'm fill in the blank, and getting that can be kind of like, fuck, I'm an yeah, I don't know. Sometimes realizing things about ourselves isn't always like the most fun, but I think it just the just realizing it, um you just can start to move forward, and things start to come together that you embrace it. Oh shoot, I just had something else come through, and that loud truck distracted me. Shit, what was I going to say? Oh, if it's meant to be, it will come back. Oh, yeah, see, everything moves, just starts moving along so fast once once this imbalance, this thing that was throwing you off. I mean, it could even be in work, like this number was wrong, or this calculation got fucked up in Excel or something, or oh, you don't have goddamn parentheses around your terms in the database, which screwed me up the other the other day. Ugh. Um, yeah, I was missing a parentheses. There was a space that I just didn't see. Obviously, when you're working with computers, it's like, oh my God, the tiniest little thing. But that's it. It's like something you're just overlooking because you're assuming it's benign or assuming it's nothing. It's almost like it's too simple. So here we go. Boom. Everything starts moving forward once this thing is corrected. Some of you may need your thyroid checked, and that could be what really prompted me to do this. Um, it's something that I find, and this isn't medical advice, this is being a patient my whole life and dealing with this. It's really hard to get practitioners to give a shit about your thyroid. They just, I don't know what it is, but they're just like, oh, they're just making excuse that they're lazy and don't work out and gaining weight or so. I hate to say that because I don't know if they really think that, but or in probably they're like, we check people's thyroids all the time and it's fine. And so and I'm sure they're right, but you still have to advocate for yourself in all areas of your life because other people just aren't, they're approaching everything from their point of view. And I feel like, again, things just, lots of messages, things start moving again very, very quickly. And you have more, this is more energy. Maybe you're low in a vitamin, but, go to your healthcare provider. I'm not, I think, yeah, it's like you need some blood work. Um, yes, chipmunk. Sorry, the chipmunk's pissed off at something. moving forward, having more energy, activity, working out. Like I feel, just see you feeling better mentally and physically. Three of Cups, getting out with your friends, having supportive friends. Shh. Yeah, he doesn't care. They don't care. Whatever. Um, Go to a party. If it's safe. I'm still the one wearing my mask because I'm watching the statistics, and it's not. And anecdotally, I know more people now that have COVID than I did during the actual pandemic. So I'm still being careful. So if it's safe, disclaimer. Um, I think you could go out and meet someone. It's I don't know. It's like once this thing that's been out of balance, I think, and I see us getting that, having that awareness or the information or the data to make adjustments for that. It's shocking how fast things start moving forward in a positive way. Maybe, maybe it's, we'll just go back to the thyroid as an example. It can cause anxiety, depression, um, your memory. So if you, also like it's surprising when this thing is figured out, um, it how the cascade of things that it was affecting in your life. I'm thinking back to the computer example. I mean, if it's at the top of some logic, it can affect like so many other things downstream. Look at this clarity. Yes, this is what I'm getting, this aha moment of something. Oh, that's it. Oh my God. And I have another example. You're probably like, I don't give a shit about your thing, but my gutter was spilling over and I was having some drainage issues. So when the gutter guy got here, he's like, well, your porch settled. And so the gutter is, um, it was on the porch roof, isn't level. And I mean, I've looked at this porch every day. And he said it, and I was like, "Oh my God, yeah!" Like it was so obvious. And boom, okay, now we know how to fix it. Now we know what's wrong. Now we know. Now we can move forward with whatever this block was. And yeah, all right, let's pull some more cards. I love that. Yeah, and look at there is like calculations and stuff in here. There are calculations. Whoops. Oh, now the Cardinals. Do I want to look at the bottom of the deck? Well, I want to look at this one. Oh, Eight of Cups. Walking away, leaving something behind. So for some of you, when you discover this thing, you may be like, oh, if that's what's going on, I'm out. What's at the bottom? Oh, Queen of Wands. So here we go back to, and I'm sorry, the sun's coming up. It's gonna, um, it's gonna mess up the video. Oh, energy, enthusiasm, um, excitement, energy coming back in. We've got that, right? So what does the everyday witch tarot have to tell us? The world, wrapping something up and moving on, a new phase in life, excitement. The world card for me is now the cardinal's being so loud. The world card for me is, I'm just gonna see if I adjust this. If it, no, that just made it worse. That's okay. We're out for the. Is that better? Um, Moving, yeah. I mean, I love this this deck. In this deck, there's a little bit of a celebration. There's a vacation vibe. There's a relaxing vibe. She's got, like a picnic set up there. You guys could just be going to the beach. Um, you could be with that Eight of Cups. I could see you kind of moving. Interesting, right? She's like, yeah, I'm going to head out. The landscape is very different. So a change of landscape, a change of scenery, a change of um, you know your day-to-day routine, whether you really move somewhere or not. Wheel of Fortune, things are looking up. Wow, some of you could come into a windfall even. You may buy a house. Um, this could be something where something fell through, and I almost I'm getting the feeling that something you really didn't think would happen, but there's this fortunate turn of events that makes it possible. You could win a trip, but I see you may just be going on vacation. There could be a cancellation that allows you um, to slip into a spot somewhere. Um, yeah, if you've been on a wait list for anything, it doesn't have anything to do with vacation or whatever. I feel like the timing with something turns out to be perfect. I've always noticed that in this card, it's on the house, that's what the wheel is on, the home. And I am getting a strong something to do with moving or the home or where you live. Four of Swords, definitely vacation time for some of you, a time out, um, meditating, really centering, going within, letting go of she's not worrying about other things. She's giving herself the time to enjoy herself and appreciate. There's a real um, feeling of mindfulness and being present in the moment and allowing herself the time to enjoy without thinking. Like, there are spider webs here. Like, she's been here for a minute, as the kids say, or used to say. My son would be like, no one says that anymore, Mom. So really giving yourself a good break, maybe taking time out from certain people, certain relationships, which is the same thing as certain people, from work, from maybe I don't know, for some of you, you may be like, I'm going to rent for a little bit somewhere fun, like for the summer on a lake. We call the camp around here. Um, Somewhere, maybe in the city, like I've never lived in the city. I don't know. I see you looking for a change of scenery and just sort of enjoying it. Like, I want to see what this is like. I want to I want to just experience. Yeah, experience things, new things. That's bringing me back to that Three of Cups. Yes, I hear you, Cardinal. My son calls him the Star Wars bird because one of his calls is like choo choo choo. He thinks it sounds like. Let's see if he does it at the end. No. Sometimes he will go right into it after this call, but it does. It sounds like one of those laser guns being shot in Star Wars. No, he's not going to do it because I'm talking about it. All right, let's see what we got. Let's look at love, shall we? Woo! Okay, I said that, and look at what popped out. Justice card again. So this could be legal matters, this could be contracts, so this could be signing a lease together, moving in with someone, breaking a lease, marriage, divorce, anything like that. But whatever's going on is bringing things into balance. And that's the thing to keep in mind. Whoops. Oh, cards are jumping out all over the place here. Wow, the Empress. This could be pregnancy. It's Mother Earth, right? It's tangible things, but it's organic, it's nurturing, it's supportive. The uh, the Empress doesn't force or direct. It's receptive and supportive. Beautiful energy here. This is really feeling your power, but I see it more as peacefulness and a quietness inside of us because we're not, I'm going back to this card. There's a when there's a balance and a peace inside of us, we're just not worried about trying to control things, other things, outside things, which I think people spend an insane amount of time worrying and try to control things that we can't control. I mean, that's certainly how I feel, but I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, and um, I feel like it's that fixed, like I want things to be a certain way and stay a certain way, um, is the challenge of a sign like that, and I feel that very much for myself. So being able to just like what is Tabitha Brown? Your that's your business, and that's their business and our business, my business. Like we don't mind your own business, and she minds her own business. She's there to help. She knows what's going on, but she understands how she can best support people. Now I'm getting that with this 3 of Cups and that Empress. Some of you may be pursuing fields where you can help people, like nursing, counselor, working with kids, social worker, things like that. Here we go for the Lovers. Wow. Oh my God, I'm just seeing all major arcana for the love reading. We have Justice and the Lovers, so definitely could be marriage, baby. I mean, this is like some of you may um so contracts, balance, the Lovers, a choice, pregnancy, coming together. This is beautiful. I'm really not getting a whole lot else except for major spiritual growth and lessons where relationships are concerned. This is kind of the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your inner child, a child, a parent, and then talking about relationships with like romantic partners here. Like there's a lot of different loves and relationships being represented in these 3 cards. But there's butterflies, and this is very fruitful here with the Empress. There's a lot of commitment and love there with the Lovers, and balance. Oh, so again, this is showing that the balance, once you get that balance that we talked about in the beginning with the first Justice card that came out, the relationships then move forward. And I just looked at the bottom of this deck, Judgment, big decision with the Lovers and these. Oh my God, these are all major arcanas. Big things happening in relationships. the wake up call, the with the judgment card, this type of awareness, and we were talking about realizing something again in the beginning. Once you realize that, you never go back, and it has a cascading effect into all areas of your life. You didn't realize how much it was affecting everything else. Huge, huge. I sound like, what's that, Pretty Woman? Big mistake, huge. No, I feel like this is an extremely transformative time involving a catalyst that is very unassuming, seems very minor, and could in a way be very minor, but it's like it was the missing key. Okay, so things I say are are not a coincidence. Someone may find a key, or may find like them missing if you're working on some sort of puzzle. Um, or something, if you find that one thing that was causing the whole thing not to work, is again bringing this reading full circle. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for joining me on the deck. The Cardinals still, uh, see, it did the Star Wars thing. Toot 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 toot. I hope you have a wonderful day. I might just sit here for a minute or two if you want to just meditate. Thanks again. Like, share, and subscribe. I'd sure appreciate it.